Hi everyone and welcome back to today's morning report with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Handtech Markets for Wednesday the 7th of May. I'm going to move on to sterling dollar now, and sterling dollar as the euro is looking very strong. Big gains yesterday on that dollar weakness, and it's broken to a new high dating back to August 2009, so almost a 5-year high there on cable. Huge gains, and also you'd certainly say on this chart that this RSI is now beginning to look a little bit stretched on the daily chart in a way, the highest it's been since September. So that is something that we need to keep in the back of our minds. Obviously, chasing this one higher in the near term may not be the best way of playing it. That RSI is looking pretty high. 74 pretty much is where we are looking at the moment, and that's pretty big level. So you can often see, whilst that is not an outright sell signal in itself, the fact that the RSI is so strong, it does suggest that the upside potential is limited, or becoming limited, and it could induce a bit of a consolidation or possible correction. Now on the intraday chart, you'll see that we've had this breakout above 69.18, and it's now consolidating this move intraday, which has unwound to a certain extent the intraday overbought position, but you've still got this uptrend that's basically been dragging the cable chart higher in the last couple of weeks, 3 weeks, and that's all the way back at 68.50. So it's perfectly possible that that's 125 pips away from where we are at the moment, that distance there. I'm actually thinking that I think this is going to come back at some stage quite soon. 69 to 69.18 is a decent area of support, which is where all the moving averages start to come in as well. So I think it's perfectly likely that you could see that in the near term. However, we're not seeing that correction yet. The 69.66 I think is around about where the low in this consolidation phase we've seen. If that starts to that 69.66, if that level starts to go, then maybe you could start to think about the fact that we're going to be retreating back towards 69 big figure. So that could be seen, but it got to 69.96 yesterday. Obviously that's 4 pips off $1.70, which it would be a big psychological level, and a round number resistance, you would argue, on cable, but much beyond that, 69.96 is the resistance, but it looks like it's just consolidating at the moment and thinking about what to do next. But as I said, if it starts to break that 69.66 low that we've seen overnight in Asian trading, then you could start to think about possibly that correction back towards $1.69, which ultimately I think probably would be a good opportunity to buy once more, because you've got this uptrend in place. But selling into an uptrend is always on the risky side, so just bear that in mind. However, it does look stretched near term on the certainly on the daily chart. Janet Yellen's testimony at 3 o'clock this afternoon, as I said, on Eurodollar could have an impact on this chart and maybe induce a bit of profit taking. But as I said, I think it's unlikely she's going to do a great deal to impact on the dollar. But we'll see what happens there. But in the meantime, I wish you good luck in trading cable. And I think that, as I said, 69.66 is just a little level that we need to be keeping an eye on near term. Okay, well, I'll speak to you later. Thank you very much.